Let's be real here. Have you ever sat in Mass, watched the bread and wine go up, and thought, okay, what's the big deal? You're not alone. A lot of people, even Catholics, don't fully get what the Eucharist really is. But what if I told you that what happens at Mass is not just a tradition, but the most important moment of your week? Today, we're diving into something real, something sacred, and something that changes lives. It is called the Eucharist. To understand the Eucharist, we've got to go back, way back, to the Last Supper. This wasn't just a goodbye meal between Jesus and his friends. It was the first Mass ever. Jesus took bread, gave thanks, broke it, and said, "This is my body." Then the wine, "This is my blood." He didn't say, "This is like my body," or "This is a symbol." He meant all of it. Even earlier than that, we see hints of the Eucharist in the Old Testament, like the manna that was laid in the desert, where God literally fed his people from heaven. That was a sign of what was coming, the bread of life himself, Jesus. So, what is the Eucharist? It's not just a piece of bread. It's Jesus, truly present, body, blood, soul, and divinity. That's what the Church has taught us from the very beginning. Think of it like this. If you had the chance to sit down with Jesus face to face, would you take it? Well, that's exactly what happens in the Eucharist. God humbles himself to become food so he can live in you, and that's powerful.
Now here's your question. Why does it matter for you? We're all hungry for something, whether that's acceptance, peace, purpose, or love. We're constantly trying to fill that empty space in our hearts, no matter how much we chase. Nothing will truly satisfy us. That's because we're made for more than the world offers. We're made for more than worldly desires. We're made for God. So next time when you're in Mass and the priest lifts up the host, don't just look. See that it's not bread. That's Jesus giving up everything for you. The Eucharist isn't just a part of our faith, it's the heart of it. And when you receive it, you're not just going through church. You're meeting God who made you, loves you, and wants to live with you. And the Eucharist is not just a reminder of God's love, it is God's love. It's Jesus saying, I want to be close to you, I want to walk with you in your highs and lows, and I want to be the strength you draw from. In 1995, Chung Wong Kang and his wife faced a heartbreaking crisis. Their 14-month-old daughter began to suffer from an unexplainable convulsion. After multiple hospital visits, including Changyang Hang Hospital, the Kunghang University Medical Center, her condition continued to deteriorate. Eventually, doctors diagnosed her with Wolff-Hydroxysteroid syndrome, a rare and serious genetic disorder. The pre-diagnosis was grim. They were told there was no hope. Devastation and unwilling to give up, the family reached out to a Catholic woman named Charlie. Though we're not familiar and we're not formal Catholics, they were sent to a prayer house. She directed them to the Blessed Mother House in Najin, South Korea, a place known for reporting miracles on occasion. On June 28th, 1995, the family brought their daughter to the chapel in Najin. They entrusted her to God and began to pray with desperate faith. Just 2 days later, on June 30th, Wong witnessed something astonishing. An image of the Eucharist roasting inside the sun, a phenomenon blasted inside his head. Others had reported as well. That night, several scarred hosts descended onto the altar. Wong himself saw 7 sacred hosts in front of the statue of the Blessed Mother. Then, on July 2nd, during the prayer gathering, 7 people received those hosts. The last to receive communion was Julia. known visionary at Najun. Immediately after receiving the Eucharist, the host on her tongue, visibly changing into flesh and blood, overwhelmed with certainty. This sacred moment, Chung Wong held his daughter in arms and cried out, "God, please, let my baby live." One priest present touched Julia's tongue, used his fingers, now blood from the Eucharist, and a sign of a cross on her forehead. In this instant, Chung Wong was absolutely assured that his daughter would live. Tears of gratitude followed. The family gave thanks to God with their whole heart. Later that same night, another astonishing event occurred. Chung Wong and the others witnessed tears from streaming down from the Blessed Mother statue outside the chapel, the air filled with a fragrant rose scent, a traditional sign of Our Lady's presence. It was no longer just something he heard about. He saw a miracle with his own eyes. Today, the Kang family continues to give thanks, sharing this testimony, a living witness of healing power of God and his true presence in Christ in the Eucharist. A quote from Chung Won King: "I swear my testimony is true. We were all overwhelmed by what happened that night, and I continue thanking God."
The Lanciano miracle was a Eucharistic miracle that occurred in the 8th century in Lanciano, Italy. A Basilian monk, who was reportedly struggling with doubts about the real presence of Jesus in the Eucharist, was celebrating Mass in the Church of St. Legontian. During this consecration, the host reportedly turned into flesh and the wine into blood, visibly and physically. This transformation was said to be sudden and complete, witnessed not only by the monk, but by the others present in the church. The transformed host and wine have been preserved ever since and are still on display in Lanciano and have undergone several scientific studies. In 1970 to 1971, tests conducted by Dr. Odardo Linoli, a professor of anatomy and pathological histology, confirmed that 1. The host is human heart muscle tissue, and 2. The blood type is AB, which is the same blood type found in the Shroud of Turin, and 3. The blood and flesh are of human origin, and the flesh has not been preserved by any artificial means, yet it remained intact over centuries. There are no known records of the Basilian monk who witnessed the Lanciano miracle, and information is very limited. Though, here's what is commonly believed or inferred about what happened to him. After the miracle, the monk is said to have overcome his doubts completely and became a devoted believer in the real presence of Christ in the Eucharist.